Yellow! Have you noticed how at the highest levels of combat, fighting, it starts to look like a chess match when you begin to understand it? Toughness is always part of the equation, both mentally and physically, but overall, patience and setting up risk, that's just it. There seems to be an element of patience more involved in the fight, not just going for the risk, but setting the risk up. And you've heard many coaches say yourself, don't look for the knockout. It's like talking to a pretty girl. Just have fun, enjoy the moment, be immersed and focused on the moment. When you try to force a particular outcome, what happens? If you try to look for the knockout, you get kind of predictable. You get easier to read if you're versing a skilled opponent, and that's just a philosophy for life. That's the bigger picture. You don't try to force an outcome. You let the outcome present itself based upon your preparation. You set the outcome up over time. You let the outcome be a natural fruition, a natural result of your patience, preparation, and consistent work. That's the paradox. The paradox of life is to be patient, but also to consistently work while you are patient. Take Israel Adesanya, for example. He is the perfect example. One of the ways Israel Adesanya consistently works is through feints. He's consistently reading your reactions, feinting you, trying to feel for a window where he may enter safely, enter effectively, hit and not get hit. It's just smaller, quieter steps that people typically appreciate less, right? People typically appreciate the subtler details less. They love watching just a slugfest. They love watching people just go ham on each other's faces. Just two people, spirit bared, their body destroyed at the end of it. They're just destroying each other. We love that. It's just something about seeing that kind of heart. It's something we can all resonate with, being mentally tough. But at a certain level, of course, that's still part of the equation, but it becomes a greater balance of the subtleties implemented, the ability to hit and not get hit, to set up your ability to hit so you get hit less frequently. And that's what we see. He's putting in work where he can put in work when he can put in work. Feinting is an example. Throwing calf kicks is an example. Building his way up towards the knockout if it is presented. Setting up the knockout, letting the knockout come to him, not forcing the knockout. And then when people get reckless because they're tired of him picking them apart, touching them at will. And that's what we must all strive towards. It even works the same with our body. At a certain point, you have to work very, very hard to build the initial foundation. But what happens if you start overtraining yourself all the time? If you're getting knocked out at the gym, getting brain damage, unnecessary trauma consistently? Often what happens is you lose your capacity to perform at your best. You lose it in the gym. And from there, you hear George St. Pierre say that he doesn't spar very much, that he does a lot of nervous system training, that he tries to increase his reaction time consistently, that he believes the fighters who perform at the best work on their nervous system. They have incredible nervous systems. Reaction time. With Floyd Mayweather, you saw just that with him as well. His eyes cannot be deceived because his ability to see, his ability to react to the moment, to see what's happening precisely, even when it's happening so fast. He's refined it diligently from childhood, doing the simple, everyday things. That is the paradox.
Get him! Get him!
It is quite frankly the paradox of this reality. You have to be patient, but you have to consistently apply yourself in ways you can. Sometimes your body's tired, and so you rest, but you can perhaps visualize. There's always other ways to consistently apply yourself. And to do that with the right mindset. We all know that is one of the hardest things that can be done. And so that's what you saw from them. You saw consistent application with the right mindset allowed them to meet their long-awaited moment. Patience and consistency where you can be consistent. Your preparation will meet opportunity. And when it does, that's when the simple truth will create magic. Thank you all for watching. And until next time, peace.